I live in London. Welcome, everyone. It was lovely to watch that video and Usman's smiling face. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, all the panelists. I'm Ramika. I live in London. I'm originally from India. And आप सब लोगों का स्वागत है इस webinar में. So today we are here, as we promised, to tell everyone about this incredible program which is coming up in Cambridge this August. It's Global Leadership and Business Certification UK 2025, guys. It's brand new and it's all set to welcome everyone. So, you know, as we know, like in today's day and age, it's no longer just about, going with our regular skills. It's all about building new skills, building new network, forming friends around the world. And this program addresses all of that. So no matter if you are a rising entrepreneur, if you have a startup of your own, if you work in the business field or the development field, if you are a young professional, this program is for you. And it's going to address 4 major things that which our panelists are going to touch on very shortly. But just to brief you all, it's about leadership and strategic decision-making, business operations and financial management, marketing strategies and innovation, entrepreneurial growth and global networking. Without any of these, it's extremely impossible to run businesses, to run development organizations, governments. So this program is going to equip all of us with all of these things. So please welcome our panelists today. So our panelists for today's session are panelist number 1, Irfan from Pakistan, and panelist number 2, Asad from Ireland. This program is organized by Global Business Symposium. It's a lovely organization. I know them personally. I've been a part of their couple of their programs before. Asad and Irfan have been part of their programs before. So I'm just gonna hand over to our first panelist to introduce themselves to us. So please welcome Irfan from Pakistan.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Ramika, for such a warm welcome. So I'm based out of Karachi, Pakistan, and I work in tech sector. I was part of the professional leadership and certification that happened in Jan 2025 in Oxford. And it was conducted by one of the group's organization that is Global Business, but it is also a group organization of Global Business Symposium. It was a wonderful experience, and that is why I'm here today to help other individuals, aspiring individuals like me. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Irfan. Lovely introduction. Let's hand over to Asad from Ireland. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, thank you so much, Ramika. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So I'm Asad. I am basically from Pakistan, but I live and work over here in Ireland. So recently मैंने attend किया था GPC का event, and I was a fully funded candidate. The event happened in Oxford, which was Professional Leadership and Certification Program. So it was in January 2025, and I'm very happy, and I'm here to encourage you all to join and apply for this program in Cambridge. Thank you.
Thank you, Asad. Irfan, do you also want to tell us which programs have you been on, these kind of certification programs or conferences?
Okay, so this was my very first time that I attended an international organizations program, and it came to me as a very inspiring, fulfilling, and enriching experience. And this was my very first time, but it hooked me up for eager me to kind of look forward. और मुझे बहुत दिल चाहता है कि I'm continuously looking at कि कब कोई और opportunity आए and I apply for that and go for to attend another program.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, Irfan. So I've also been a part of one of their conferences in August last year, which was LMCR, Leadership Management and Conflict Resolution, which was incredible. It also happened at Cambridge, which is, again, #1 university in the world. So just to be there and experience the experience of it, it was incredible. I made some lifelong friends, and more than anything else, I've been attending these kind of conferences for over a decade now, but it was more always about profile building or PR and stuff. But the thing that I loved about the conferences that these people organize was majorly that they focus so much on technical skill building, which is so crucial in today's day and age, especially as young leaders. So I'm really looking forward to that again. So let's just deep dive into the questions. So how do we prepare ourselves as young leaders to apply for these kind of conferences? So specifically for this conference, this certification program, we have a couple of major questions. How do we create an outstanding application and get selected for this conference and also get some funding? So my first question to panelist number one is, what categories are there for the applicants and how many seats are there at all?
Sure, let me take that. And in total, GPS or Global Business Symposium is offering 150 seats for this program specifically in Cambridge. और उसका breakdown ये है कि it constitutes of 20 fully funded, 45 partially funded, and 80 self-funded seats. And you may be thinking that how can I be placed into any of these categories? So placement is based on the decision of selection committee based on your statement of purpose and the application that you have submitted.
Great. And do we have to pay something? कोई application fee या कोई upfront fee हमको pay करना पड़ता है?
So if I tell you about the application fee is just £30, 30 British pounds. And to be very clear, this is non-refundable. If you are not selected, it's not refundable. But it's just £30. It's not much. ये कोई बहुत ज़्यादा fee नहीं है. We're not asking for like they are not asking for like £100 or something like that. It's just £30, non-refundable application fee. Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay. And tell us about, let's say मैं apply करती हूँ और मैं fully funded candidate की तरह select हो जाती हूँ for the program. तो उसमें मुझे क्या-क्या benefits मिलेंगे? क्या-क्या perks and advantages मेरे लिए होंगे?
Sure. So for a fully funded candidate, I think आपकी life तो set हो जाएगी, because except the taxi that you have to take from home to airport, बाकी सब कुछ covered होता है, almost airfare, accommodations, course fee, certification, meals, event access, the merchandise, everything is covered in that fully funded. फिर आती है आपकी partially funded. And partially funded, accommodation आपका covered has, certification covered in meal, event access, merchandise. The only thing that is not covered is आपका airfare. So the tickets that you have to buy to travel to and back to your home country or to Cambridge, वो आपके covered नहीं होंगे. फिर वो last category हमारी self-funded, उसके अंदर self-funded के अंदर आपकी equal privileges and you will get access to the event. You get merchandise, you will get one meal that is during the event, or उसके अलावा the thing that is not covered is your airfare and your residence or accommodation. These two things are not covered in self-funded case.
Okay, great. That all sounds very exciting. And I'm sure a lot of people would want to apply, keeping this in mind that we want to get selected for the funded positions, at least partially funded or fully funded. So tell us a little bit about how do we make this application outstanding? So what are the selection criteria? So when you are selecting the candidates, what are you looking at?
I think Irfan, you're on mute.
Sorry, yeah. So the selection criteria is not too difficult, but yes, it requires, what the selection committee is looking for is how much you are actually interested to attend this program and what is the impact that you can have on the surrounding, on yourself and the people who are closely tied. So if I give you the breakdown, to breakdown very simple, that you get 30 points for your biography, then you also have to write your statement of purpose. So if it is a very good statement of purpose and you are able to articulate कि आप क्यों अटेंड करना चाहते हैं and what are the learnings and how you're going to apply those learnings that you want to learn. So that will secure you another 40 points. 20 points additional होते हैं आपके vision and clarity के ऊपर on how clear you are about your goal, your expectations out of this program. And last 10 points आपको मिलते हैं आपकी overall presentation के ऊपर जो कि आपकी again statement of purpose की base कर रही होती है. Now, based on that and the points you scored, the categories are assigned by the selection committee. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, so Asad and Irfan, if you want to also tell us, हमें ये बताएं कि हमने obviously हम इतने सारे लोग एप्लीकेशन लिखेंगे, बट अगर आप हमें वो एक या दो एक्स फैक्टर बताना चाहें कि कौन से ऐसे एक्स फैक्टर होते हैं कि जो आपको एप्लीकेशन में आप देखोगे और आपको लगेगा ये ब्रिलियंट है, ये कैंडिडेट हमें चाहिए और इसको हमें फंडिंग भी देनी है.
That's a very good question. Before I get into that question, एक छोटा सा और जो है ना, अभी इरफान ने मेंशन किया about fully funded. So I myself was a fully funded candidate in Oxford recently. तो मैं एक चीज़ clear कर दूं, I didn't pay even a single penny. Okay, my airfare was covered, meals were covered, merchandise was covered, accommodation, that was a very good hotel. So everything was covered. You don't have to pay anything for, like, if you are selected as a fully funded candidate.
Yeah.
Okay, now coming to your question, like what one thing. So for example, this is Global Business Symposium, and you will get a certification in business, in like leadership and business, and there are a lot of categories involved in it as well. So what you need to do is express how you will like utilize all your capacities and everything in your business, in your work culture. And like जैसे हमने अभी recently Oxford में attend किया था मैंने और इरफान ने, we have seen that there were high school students, even 17 years old high school students were there as well, and we have met, I think, people aged 50 as well. So it's not like you have to be like from any particular field or anything like that. There were students, there were businessmen, doctors, all fields, and that was very diverse, and people from all over the world. So I think just express yourself how you will utilize all these into your business life, work life, student life. Just put everything of that in your application as well. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Irfan, did you want to say something?
Yeah, sure. I'll just build upon what Asad just added. The purpose, or I think the main X factor, is how authentic you are in your application and how you want to carry forward those learnings. So Global Business Symposium is kind of the organization who wants to benefit and wants to help or uplift young leaders, people who are in the mid-level managerial positions, people who are early in their careers or have been in there for a long time. They want to uplift those people who are potential, they want to, and who are eager to learn.
Yeah.
So if you are someone who can express how you will articulate the learnings to other people around you, how society is going to benefit, how people in your workspace are going to benefit, आपके घर में, आपकी job में, how are you going to implement this change, then definitely you have very strong chances of getting selected, at least in one of the categories. Fully funded, no one can guarantee, but yes, you will be getting placed in one of the categories अगर आप authentically अपनी learning के बारे में express करना चाहें और बताना चाहें कि आप कैसे society और global, like bigger than life का vision लेके आप चल रहे हैं.
Brilliant, thank you so much. मेरा next सवाल ये है कि ये प्रोग्राम मैं करूँ ही क्यों? मुझे क्या benefit हो सकता है इससे?
Okay, if I can answer this. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier as well, ये सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि like कोई business before because the name states Global Business Symposium कि कोई businessman है या कोई business field में है सिर्फ वही apply करेगा. No, people from every field, as I mentioned earlier, students, doctors, engineers, anyone, because there are few of the key factors which will be covered by this program. The first one is advanced leadership and strategic thinking. तो ये हर फील्ड में अप्लाई करते हैं. इवन आई एम IT प्रोफेशनल, मैं अपनी फील्ड में लीडरशिप अप्लाई करता हूँ, स्ट्रेटेजिक थिंकिंग, आप कोई भी काम कर रहे हैं उसमें आप जो है ना वो उस चीज़ को इन्वॉल्व करते हैं. सेकेंडली, प्रैक्टिकल बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स. देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरेक्शंस it's not like आप अगर इसमें apply करते हैं और आप जा रहे हैं, it's not just like 9 to 5 lectures, there's a speaker and he's speaking and you are listening. No, it's not.
Yeah.
इतनी ज़्यादा engagement, इतनी ज़्यादा, I have never been a part of such a program. It's like a lifetime experience for me personally. Then there are like hands-on learning through case studies and projects, a lot of case studies. There are like a little bit lectures like for 15 minutes 30 minutes, and then there are activities, a lot of activities. And then again entrepreneurship की जो development की जो exercises हैं वो involve हैं इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा. So I think if you want to experience like something once in a life, you should go for it.
ब्रिलियंट, थैंक यू सो मच असद. इससे मुझे याद आया कि हमने जब लास्ट टाइम ये प्रोग्राम किया था अगस्त में, तो हम लोगों को 6-6, 10-10 लोगों के ग्रुप में बांट दिया गया था जाते ही. लाइक फर्स्ट थिंग यही हुआ था फर्स्ट डे, और हम सब लोगों को बोला गया था कि जस्ट कम अप विद एनी ब्रिलियंट बिजनेस आइडिया दैट सॉल्व्स वन मेजर ग्लोबल इशू. And it was so mind-boggling, and we all worked on that project and that kind of assignment for 2 to 3 hours. और हम सब लोगों ने as a team काम किया, and that's how I built like lifelong friendships also, you know, in a way. Like those are my closest friends now from that batch. And we presented our ideas, and it was so much fun. We also had to do a little bit of PR and marketing around our ideas, so we did a bit of like singing and dancing around that. So it was really, really good. And to also watch other teams present their ideas, it was brilliant to see that. So thank you so much about that. So I think Asad ने काफी eligibility criteria के ऊपर काफी बात करी है, but Asad, can you tell us a little bit more about क्या कोई ऐसी चीज है जो मतलब एलिजिबिलिटी में जो हमें ध्यान रखनी चाहिए, जिसके बिना लाइक आई मे गेट इनएलिजिबल टू अप्लाई इटसेल्फ या फिर टू गेट सिलेक्टेड?
I think there are a few key things, eligibility criteria. Number one is you should be like aged 16 and above. Okay. Then मैंने पहले भी mention किया, it's like ideal for students, professionals and entrepreneurs of any age above 16 obviously. Then like social development workers and corporate employees, there is that's the main thing, there is no IELTS or TOEFL required. You don't need any language certification for that. Then it's a great opportunity for global exposure. You will meet people from all nationalities, all working backgrounds. I'm repeating this again and again because that was very much important to me. So I have made very good connections over there, networking, so that was very good.
Incredible, brilliant. Also एक क्वेश्चन आता है कि अगर किसी की इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी नहीं है, या फिर they are not on like band 8 or 9 on IELTS or TOEFL or you know all these internationally acclaimed English language certifications, can they still come for the program?
Irfan?
Yep. So thank you so much, Sahasat. Let me go ahead on this. So Ramika, I think, yes, everyone can come. It's just that most of the lectures that are delivered in English because English is the global language. तो सिर्फ यहाँ तक उस language का role play. But this does not mean if you think you are struggling, but you have a mediocre level of competency in language, you should apply. We encourage you to apply. And it is very likely possible कि आप वहाँ जाएं, maybe you get to learn the language itself very well, because you are indulged into those activities, because you collaborate, you participate in activities, you speak to so many people who have been through all walks of life, and उन्होंने बहुत कुछ exposure आपसे बहुत आगे का देखा. There will be people जो आपसे junior होंगे, and maybe you can help them learn something from your experience. So there is no restriction. There is no go area कि आप अगर if you think you are struggling with the language, so you should not apply me. You should apply. You should give it a chance. Yeah, £30 the fees. What's wrong in that? We spend so much money in things that don't value, but it is something that I can again. Suddenly, is baat reiterate, and I want to reiterate on that as well. It is a lifelong experience. It's learning. You carry on your heart for long enough time, and you implement those changes around the society. And people around you feel the change of about this. And in your workplace, maybe in your personal life, they see that how something has impacted your life.
Thanks, Irfan. Thank you so much for answering that. असद, हमें ये बताएं कि जैसे आप जब fully funded candidate select हुए थे, उसके बाद आपको कुछ करना पड़ा था to, secure your place, secure your position as a fully funded candidate to come on board. Was there any activities or tasks that you had to finish or do?
एक कम्युनिटी बेस्ड एक एक्टिविटी होती है, वो आपने करनी होती है बिफोर गोइंग टू द इवेंट. It's like it's very simple. It's not something like rocket science. You have to meet with group of people of any like field, any discipline. You can go to students, you can go to old people, anywhere. तो उनसे आपने just discussion करनी है on development, on leadership, that kind of stuff, and then you need to make a video and then just have to upload it. And secondly, similarly, when you come back from the event, ऐसी एक activity आपको दी जाएगी, but that will be all detailed after the event. आपने करना क्या क्या. It's not anything difficult. So that is very simple, and then you will be reimbursed with your airfare, and that's it.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that seems quite simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know कि अभी एक घंटे we know कि अभी एक महीने के अंदर हमारा deadline है to fill out the applications, and suppose हम select हो जाते हैं, तो हमें invitation letters कब मिलेंगे?
So invitation letters जो हैं, invitation letters you get right after selection. So if you are fully funded or partially funded category, if you are selected, you are going to receive the invitation letter right after the selection. And if you are someone who has been placed in the self-funded category, so you will be required to purchase the delegate package, जो कि आपने basically course fee होती है. You have to purchase you have to pay that course fee, and then the invitation letter will be issued to you.
Okay, brilliant. And course fee exactly क्या है? Suppose मुझे funding नहीं मिलती है, तो मेरे को कितना pay करना पड़ेगा? या फिर अगर funding है, तो partially funding है, तो कितना pay करना पड़ेगा?
So partially funded, yeah, self-funded के लिए, if you want the package without accommodation, you will arrange your accommodation and everything else you want from GPC, then it is £599. Okay. और अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपकी accommodation भी GPC ही GBS arrange करें and everything, then it is £1,199 with accommodation, with package, with everything, merchandise, and it will be included in £1,199.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. और क्या मुझे वीजा सपोर्ट मिल सकता है जीबीएस के थ्रू, कंपनी के थ्रू? क्या वो मुझे हेल्प कर सकते हैं?
So GPS itself या ग्लोबल बिजनेस सिंपोजियम itself गारंटी नहीं करता कि आपको वीजा इशू करवा के देंगे through the based on the invitation letter. But since I was also part of self-funded category for last time, and whatever the guidance that I was getting, the communication, it was very clear, concise. So it really helped me. मैंने खुद अपना application form fill किया for the visa. I submitted everything based on the guidance that I received on the emails, on the communication. So it was, yes, Global Business Symposium will play their critical role in educating and guiding how to apply for the visa. But by no way we can guarantee, and they can guarantee a visa's approval.
Okay, so they will help with the guidance, but they won't exactly apply for the visas for us or give us visa, support like that. Okay, so thank you so much. And we know, again, the deadline to apply for this program is 22nd of April, which is literally एक month बचा है, so within a month's time.
Yes.
So please apply, everyone. And if you have any questions, I don't know if Ahmed is going to help us with any questions from the viewers, then we are happy to answer those questions. और जब तक अहमद हमें questions pop कर रहा है, maybe Asad and Irfan, if you can tell us a little bit more about, see, this kind of fee, if it's a self-funded candidate, it's still kind of like sounds significant chunk of money. So if you can tell us ki, cost benefit analysis, if you can give us what benefits this kind of cost if we put into this program. So what kind of benefits we can achieve from that kind of cost? So keeping that cost in mind, if you can tell us that, why should I still put in that money?
Okay, I think I should go on because I was the one who won those expenses. So I think £600, yes, it is. It seems like a big lift initially, but as soon as the day one begins for the program, so you forget कि वो आपने कितना amount spend किया था, because you get to learn how to speak, how to listen, how to communicate, how to be a better version of yourself, and how to make the environment, आपके surroundings, how to uplift those people, because the learnings, the best learning would be जब हम ये learnings multiply कर सकें अपनी surroundings में. And that is how the society, our workspaces are going to evolve. So I think for me, it is a worth spending. And if I had the availability in the next chance, in the next program, जो कि अभी होने वाला हमारा April 22nd को, so I'm definitely going to apply for that as well. Not thinking कि मुझे दोबारा पैसे spend करना, but because this is, I know, since I've been there, I know कि it's a lifetime experience, a one in a lifetime for sure.
Brilliant. Thank you
I
so
think ये
much.
question भी आ गया.
Yeah, we've got some questions. तो पहला क्वेश्चन हमें दिखाई दे रहा है यहाँ पर, जो कि पूछ रहे हैं कि डेलीगेट्स का ट्रेनर्स के साथ स्पेशली क्या इंटरेक्शन और किस तरीके का इंटरेक्शन था, क्या एनवायरनमेंट था वहाँ पर ट्रेनर्स के साथ स्पेशली. So do you want to go?
Yeah, I can go on this one. So trainers were just excellent. One was the professor from Oxford University, and they were very interactive. As I mentioned earlier as well, मैंने पहले भी mention किया है, they were not just giving lectures, 9 to 5 lectures, not at all. Interactions, आप उनके साथ interaction करें, आप बाकी delegates के साथ interaction करें, that was amazing. There was no barrier. There was nothing at all. You can interact with anyone. You can share pleasantries. You can like talk to anyone about anything, even the as they are mentioning that about the trainers were excellent, and you can interact with them very openly, very freely, and they share their contact details as well if you want to contact them in future regarding anything, so you can contact them in future as well.
और इरफान, आप बताएंगे कि बाकी डेलीगेट्स के साथ आपका इंटरेक्शन कैसा था?
Oh, this is a great question. It was amazing. I met people from my own country, but apart from that, there were people from 60 plus countries over there. हमारा जो interaction था was amazing. Everyone coming in from different walks of life, from different experiences, different level of experience, and the room was filled with learning. जो हमारी halls थे, it felt like you are entering in a place where 3 days or you were absorbing. You have to make sure that you are entering the class with a clear mind, ताकि all you are doing is only absorb the energy, the positivity, the exposure you are getting, the feedback, the positive go-to attitude. Everyone was very open, happy to help, happy to lend an ear, happy to suggest you something. And since you asked the question right now, okay, how was the interaction with the trainers? And that is one of the questions as well. So what trainers did, one of the activities that trainers were doing, they were setting us up in pairs, in groups, and we were doing some real life examples. I mean, we were discussing the real life challenges, maybe challenges in my workspace, challenging in my personal life, or challenges in my country. So we were doing real life examples and suggesting each other how to address that based on my personal experience, based on someone else's personal experience. So everyone was very open, very helpful, and everyone felt like everyone is pushing every other person to move and to give their best. This was my personal take on how the experience was.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. And someone also asked कि किस तरह का environment रहता है, मतलब energy किस type की रहती है. I know Irfan and both of you have talked a little bit about this, but do you want to tell us कि मुझे कैसा feel होगा जब मैं वहाँ जाऊंगी, रोज 3 दिन मुझे वहाँ जाना है, तो कैसा feel होगा मुझे?
First of all, आप first day पे ही जो है ना अपने friends बना लेंगे. Everyone is so interactive. It's not like you will feel left alone. Not at all. Then you will get into groups, और फिर आप इवेंट के बाद, लेट्स से फर्स्ट डे है, इवेंट के बाद आप लोग इंटरेक्ट करेंगे, डिनर्स, मीटिंग विद अदर पीपल, एक्सचेंजिंग कन्वर्सेशन एंड एवरीथिंग. सो इन्वायरमेंट, और फिर अगर मैं आपको इन्वायरमेंट का बताऊं, लाइक जो इवेंट का अपना इन्वायरमेंट होता है, like obviously it was dream to me as well. You are attending an event in Oxford University, so just imagine how the atmosphere would be like. So it was amazing. It was very good.
Yeah, even at Cambridge, I was
Yeah,
at Cambridge.
yeah, exactly.
ऐसा लग रहा था कि we are walking the same streets which many of us know, Nobel laureates have walked.
Yeah, yeah.
Many of these big eminent politicians have walked
Mm-hmm.
and stayed in those rooms where we were staying. And some of these rooms were occupied with some of the really well-known names in the world. So the energy was anyway heavily inspirational and
Mm-hmm.
motivational. But मुझे ऐसा भी लगा कि the atmosphere was also very chill and relaxed in that sense. You know, we were learning so much. It was like a bombardment of technical skills, but at the same time, it was so chill and easygoing that there was space for everyone, and there was an easygoing attitude to that energy, that environment. But also I felt that every day the energy was different. So the first day it was very entrepreneurial, because it was all about the business planning and presenting your business idea. Then second day it was more emotional, I felt, because we were learning a little bit about conflict resolution and management, and so it was more emotional. People were bringing their own personal stories, anecdotes and stories, and I really enjoyed the fact that सब लोग इतना open थे about accepting all the stories and absorbing all the stories, and so everyone felt so safe sharing their personal anecdotes. And then third day was so much chill and calm, because now we knew that the program was ending, so we were enjoying our meals, we were interacting better because now we knew each other so much better on a deeper level. So I feel like energy keeps going up and down, but it's all for good, and I really enjoyed that. So somebody is also asking about selection criteria. I know we've touched upon that before, but do you want to quickly, maybe re-summarize that?
Okay, I will tell you about the selection criteria. So selection criteria is like the selection committee evaluates few of the things. The first one is your biography, which covers 30 points. Then the second one is statement of purpose, which we call as SOP as well. So that is for 40 points. Thirdly, it is like vision and clarity. Vision and clarity about your goals and everything. It covers 20 points. And the last one is overall presentation, how you're presenting your application, how you're writing everything, how you're presenting your goals. So it is for 10 points. And then there will be a panel. It will like evaluate your applications, and the best fit category is assigned accordingly.
Okay, thank you so much, Asad and Irfan. I think that's the end of our questions and end of this session as well. But thank you so much for joining us from all different parts of the world, and for all the webinar viewers, thank you for joining us. You have the deadline of 22nd April for applying for this incredible program, and I assure you that you will learn more than you even expect to. So please do apply. बिल्कुल apply करें आप, और बिल्कुल आएं और Cambridge का लुत्फ उठाएं, और बहुत सारे technical skills वापस लेके जाएं घर पे. So please do apply. Thank you so much, Irfan and Asad, and have a lovely day, guys.
Thanks, Ramika.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ramika, and thanks all the viewers.